Beloved members, how are you doing? It's nice to see you all here. Over the past 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday, our Chanwon complex has been filled with the footsteps of pastors and Central Blessed families from all over the world. Although it's been a little risky due to the resurgence of corona, the atmosphere has been more high-spirited than ever because it was a special meeting held with the permission of True Mother, who loves and misses us all, her family, more than anything. We heard the executives and staff of World Headquarters, including Director Yoon Young-ho, thoroughly cleaned and trimmed the grass all around the Bonhyangwon, Father's gravesite, all day before the event up to the main entrance to welcome family members with their whole heart. As I said last week, the aftermath of the assassination of Japanese Prime Minister Abe continues. And in addition, the H2 rally and the press conference of former Chairman Chung Hwan-kwak all added to difficult circumstances both domestically and abroad. But all this served as an opportunity to vertically realign and center the faith of our members. Especially for nearly 3 years, our large events have been mainly online, and this is the first time in a long time that about 1,000 pastors and Central Blessed families from all over the country could gather in one place on 2 occasions. It was nice to see our families after a long time, with people hugging each other, feeling uninhibitedly happy. First of all, the welcoming remarks from Director Chung Won-ju, the right-hand attendant to True Mother at Chunjeong-gung, gushed forth even more heartily as the day went on. We could feel it was probably because True Mother, who loves our family members above all, feels deeply fond of her. As you could see from the Hyojeong sharing video earlier, the 40-day activity with the Sunmun UPA mobile team of the up-and-coming Shin Hung-nim and Shin Chul-nim gave all the members great courage and hope. It was so wonderful to see such a dignified, distinguished, and stately presentation in front of so many family members gathered in the great grand sanctuary. And I'm already looking forward to the day when he will stand tall as the next generation leader to take the helm for unification. On this day, Director General Yoon Young-ho's special report was different from the wonderful spirit that has skillfully led the big events with speeches in front of world leaders and members. Sometimes he's like a colleague, sometimes like a son, sometimes like a younger brother in front of his family. As if talking about everything comfortably, he lays out everything like a story. When he sang a song conveying the heart of True Mother, who misses our father, I was filled with emotion, and all our family members shed tears together. The triumphal report that such an amazing miracle was achieved through absolute obedience to the words of True Mother, the only begotten daughter, through an attitude of absolute faith toward true heavenly parents, in the midst of countless difficulties allowed us to achieve it, filled us with great emotion, vision, and confidence. In addition, through his special report, he narrated how 10 years ago, when True Father's sudden ascension caused family members around the world to practically lose their mind and were drenched in sorrow, True Mother quickly stood forth in the center and commanded our uninterrupted advance. She has not been disturbed nor wavered for the past 10 years in the midst of any internal and external chaos nor difficulties. In order to achieve the settlement of Chunuguk, the cherished dream of Heavenly Parent and True Father, even if she should fall down with her legs swollen and unable to walk properly, she testified with tears of the difficult journey of True Mother, who had to risk her life to travel the world. It was a touching and special report that made sure that the faith of all the family members was vertically aligned. Then with such a moving heart, I climbed the path to the nostalgic Bonhyang-wan, where True Father's body lies in state. It was for me the first time in a long time that I personally worshipped and prayed in front of Father's burial place, Bonhyang-wan, where True Mother devoted every day for 3 years. I myself was filled with longing. Tears filled my eyes, and I had no choice but to call my father mournfully. After visiting Bonhyang-wan, I was heading down to board the bus when suddenly news came that True Mother was coming down to meet our family members. In the blink of the eye, thousands of members gathered on the stairs in front of the main building at Cheonjang-gung. True Mother came down with a brighter smile than ever before, sat down with us, her family, first, and we took a group photo. Then, standing in front of the whole family, True Mother intoned, "I love each and all of you." She encouraged us, saying that the prayers, devotion, and tears of family members even altered the weather forecast of rain. With this, we sang together twice through the song, 사랑해 당신을, I love you. Through this special meeting of our central families, I was able to feel that the more often our family members gather together, the more our strength, courage, and heart will be revived. I have gained inner determination and confidence that we can accomplish anything if all our families members unite together with this artistic Hyojeong. Dear family, let us ask ourselves, who are true parents to our blessed families who are running on this path today? As the descendants of the fall who inherited the lineage of sin from Satan, we were of pitiful countenance and mind, having nothing to do with God's will. They gave to us, who were like orphans who had lost their parents, rebirth into true life, true love, and true lineage through the blessing ceremony. Aren't they the very Messiah, the second coming Savior, who remade us into the first ancestors of goodness without original sin in the history of mankind? Therefore, it goes without saying that the center of faith in all of our blessed families is true parents. How much we are aligned with true parents determines the value of our existence as a blessed family, and it is the reason I live. Although the road we take as we participate in this providence sometimes feels difficult, no matter how much ridicule, persecution, or violent storms swept over us, we shall not sit down nor give up till the very end. The only reason I was able to run with all my might was because I clearly knew that this path is the path of true life, the path of true eternal life, and the path of true happiness. Let us welcome True Father's Seonghwa Day with this mature attitude of faith and new determination. The most important thing in the path of faith is to be able to clearly distinguish between the principled and the unprincipled. A person usually has a lot of complaints about this and that, and their attitude is blurred. Even considering the fact that most of the members who are not properly rooted vertically have passed over to one or another unprincipled group and pursuits, each one of us, any one of us, is in danger if we don't have a clear sense of providence. So, with this in mind, the title of today's sermon is The Life of Hyo-jeong, Let us start out by reading the content on page 310 of True Mother's autobiography, Mother of Peace. I vividly recall the pledge I made on the day that my husband passed away. I will revive the church with the spirit and truth we had in the early days. I have kept that promise. The filial devotion of our sons, Hyojeong and Hyojeong, lives on in my heart, along with the spirit of my beloved husband. When we convey filial devotion to all people, and everyone lives for the sake of others and looks after each other, that will be the kingdom of heaven. Aju.
네, 감사합니다. 한글 대백과 사전에도 나오지 않는
In Korean, this is a word, Hyojeong, that does not appear even in the great Korean encyclopedias. About 7 years ago, and since then, Hyojeong, or HJ in the Roman letters, has been included in the names of providential organizations and events. It has become a generalized term. Many names have been changed. For example, HJ Global Unification Foundation, HJ Magnolia International Medical Center, Hyojeong International Cultural Foundation, Hyojeong Peace Foundation, Hyojeong Academic Foundation, Hyojeong Marina. In addition, it is also widely used as Hyojeong Sharing, Hyojeong Madang, Hyojeong Praise, Hyojeong Nuri, and Hyojeong Hope. However, there are very few of our members who truly understand the deep meaning of this word. If I approach the family members who are sitting here right now and ask you, what does Hyojeong mean? How would you answer? Wouldn't it be difficult to answer straight away? Of course, you would answer something like the heart of filial piety, which is a combination of hyo, filial piety, and jeong, affection. So what did True Mother really mean when she began to use this word? In her memoir, Mother of Peace, Mother spoke as follows on page 306. The term Hyojeong, which I created, includes giving one's whole heart, and being so effective is not entirely wrong. However, the term Hyojeong that I have been using has a much deeper and wider meaning. Hyo is a term that once was prevalent in the Far East. If we had to translate it into English, we might render it as filial duty. However, the word duty is not enough. Hyo means duty motivated by love, duty that is not compulsory but is happily voluntary, that provides one's life its deepest meaning. Of course, that includes sincerely honoring and truly loving your parents. So, when we read these words of True Mother, I don't think it makes perfect sense, right? To understand the meaning of Hyojeong, you must first know exactly what hyo, filial piety, is. Filial piety has the meaning of to provide for parents and to take care of them comfortably. In other words, it is the act, as the children, of respecting, serving, and attending one's parents. In particularly, serving and attending are words that only Koreans can best feel and understand the deep meaning of. In fact, even in Japan, our nearest country, they do not understand the deep meaning of the words serve and attend. They only understand that it's the children's duty to take care of their parents. But true filial piety should be deep respect, respect that comes from the heart rather than in relation to material things. Korea is the only nation that has such a true filial piety culture and filial piety. In other words, It is only this nation whose people have the tradition and etiquette to respect and honor parents with all their heart and serve them with all sincerity. Therefore, the beautiful filial piety culture and filial piety of Koreans are envied by people around the world and praised as something that should be imitated.
세계인들이 부러워하고 있고 한결같이 본받아야 한다고 칭송하고 있는 것입니다.
However, as our country has joined the ranks of advanced nations and has become a nuclear family society, it is unfortunate that the younger generation seems to be losing this beautiful tradition of filial piety. I believe that the basic foundation of character education for youth, which is being emphasized these days, should come from learning the etiquette and manners of the culture and tradition of filial piety. The famous historian Arnold Toynbee said that when he heard about the filial piety in Korea, he was moved to tears, saying this filial piety is the futuristic idea that will save mankind in the 21st century. Also, the author of 25 poems, Virgil Gorgiou, praises Korea. Korea's ideology of filial piety and filial piety serves as a model for civilized countries around the world. If there is a word that cannot be left out of our tradition along with the word hyo, filial piety, we cannot help but mention the word jeong, affection. If you look at the dictionary, the word jeong is defined as a loving heart or a friendly heart that develops over a long period of time. There is the saying, hate and like go hand in hand, and that's konjang myumjang, and I fall in love easily. It's hard to get rid of. Don't you hear the saying that Koreans are full of affection? There is recognition in jeong, and there is also heaven. But most people are attracted to recognition. So when they see a difficult person, they cannot face him or her. If you look at the typical case of traditional culture that foreigners experience when they come to Korea, it is when they go to a restaurant, they give you unlimited side dishes without paying any extra. When they say, "This is delicious, please give me a little more," with a happy heart, they give it in generous quantities. And when they hear the words, "Just let me know how much you need," they feel this is the overflowing affection of Koreans that they have heard about. Also, when mothers make kimchi or other side dishes, the habit of always making a generous amount and sharing it with others can be seen as a beautiful culture of which Koreans can be proud of around the world.
기쁜 마음으로 푸짐하게 담아서 갖다 주고 또 필요하면 얼마든지 말씀하세요라고 말을 하는 말을
Take as much as you need.
감탄한다고 합니다.
It's a feeling of overflowing generosity and affection.
사람의 넘치는 정이구나 하는 것을 실감한다고 합니다. 또한
Also, when most mothers make kimchi or other side dishes, the habit of always making a generous amount and sharing it with others can be seen as a beautiful culture of the heart, of which Koreans can be proud of in front of the world. When the country faces difficulty and when the citizens gather together with one mind and roll up their sleeves to help, thinking, this is something we've got to do. Or at the end of the year, when people are helping the underprivileged, or when there are neighbors in need around you and there are people who are willing to help, when I see these things going on, I think, oh, the heart of our society has still not dried up, and that this is a world worth living in. These deep sentiments of righteousness come from the heart. The heart, Hyojeong in divine principle, refers to the uncontrollable impulse to love and rejoice in one's object partner. The heart, Hyojeong, is the essential attribute of God and is the root of true love. This heart is the motive, and true love is immediately revealed. True love refers to love that is constantly given for others and for the whole without remembering the fact that it was given.
끊임없이 베푸는 사랑을 말합니다.
Therefore, if you look at a person with a load of affection, you can see that they are full of the desire to help others for no apparent reason and full of the desire to show kindness. Because this culture of filial piety and righteousness has been ingrained in our 5,000-year history of our nation of Korea, perhaps this feeling of filial piety and righteousness that we feel naturally now is inevitably the great pride of the Koreans, whose path have melded into a country that has been cultivated over 5,000 years. Therefore, the important words Hyo and Jeong combined create the word Hyojeong. But why has no one used this good word until now? Perhaps no one touched this word in order that our true parent, true mother, could create it for the first time. It makes me think that the word Hyojeong is most definitely the word that Heavenly Parent likes the most. I would like to give my deepest applause to True Mother for finding this precious word. In short, filial piety can be defined as serving your parents with utmost filial piety and with filial piety Hyojeong toward your parents, loving your brothers and sisters and neighbors and around the world. In other words, I'll show you this Chinese character for Hyojeong. So in other words, since it is true Hyojeong to understand and serve your parents well, if there is one thing your parents want, it will be nothing other than a friendly and honest relationship among siblings. Perhaps more important than giving your parents a lot of support money and serving them delicious food every day, it is more important that their sons and daughters marry and live happily and joyfully with each other. That is the best filial piety in front of parents. In that sense, it can be seen that the word filial piety already implicitly contains the meaning of righteousness. Here is a definition of Hyojeong that is easy for the general public to understand. But the true meaning of Hyojeong and the way that True Mother spoke of it lies in true filial piety toward Heavenly Parent. The way that true parents have walked throughout their lives has been one of striving to make Heavenly Parent's dreams come and wishes come true. True Mother said, "You wished for nothing more than to be the Heavenly Parent, sharing the beauty of creation with your son and sons and daughters. You created them to grow to maturity, marry with your blessing, and to become true parents of their own children. Without parents, there can be no harmony in the family. This is because parents are the center and origin of the family. Likewise, without you, the parent of humankind, there can be no true peace in this world. To this cause, I have therefore devoted my life." Therefore, the true meaning of the phrase, "become a light of the world," through filial heart towards heaven, to bring true happiness in the ideal world, to build this ideal world which is focused on Heavenly Parents. So each of these events that we hold, let us be the light of this world, so that Heavenly Parent's dream and hopes will come true. This is the determination to imitate our parents' noble and sacrificial life of true love, and to fulfill our mission of true love, to illuminate this world that is sleeping in deep darkness. And we will be the children today to do our duty of loyalty to our Heavenly Parent. In the Bible, a lawyer asked Jesus, "Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law?" To which Jesus gave his response, Jesus said to them,
어느 계명이
"You shall love the Lord your God
크니까
with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the great and first commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. This is the core of the Christian faith."
주 너희 하나님을 사랑하라 하셨으니 이것이 크고 첫째 되는 계명이요. 둘째도
Of course,
그와 같으니
Jesus also commanded us to love our
내
enemies.
자신같이 사랑하라 하셨으니 이렇게 나와 있습니다. 이것이 바로 기독교 신앙의
This is the
핵심입니다.
core of the Christian faith.
물론 원수를
Of course,
사랑하는
Jesus
말씀은
also commanded us to love our enemies.
그러나 이런 예수님의
However, how many
가르침을
Christians are fully
온전히
practicing these
실천하고
teachings of
있는
Jesus?
기독교인들이 과연 얼마나 있을까요? 아니,
What
지난
could
2000년
explain the
동안
unimaginably cruel and
예수님의
terrible
이름으로
crimes committed
자행된
in the name of Jesus
상상할 수
over the
없는
past 2,000
잔인하고도
years?
끔찍한 죄악상은 또 무엇으로 설명할 수 있단 말입니까? 참 부모님의
True Parents'
자서전에도
autobiographies
이에 대해
also
언급하신
mention
부분이
this, but the
나옵니다만
feelings of our Heavenly
이러한
Parent,
참혹한
who had to
광경을
observe such a
바라보셔야만
horrific
하셨던
scene, must be in more than 1,000 pieces of pain,
그야말로 층간에
bitterness,
망갈대 찢어질 듯한
sorrow, and lamentation.
고통과 비통함과 슬픔과 탄식 그 이상이 아닐 수가 없을 것입니다. 이런 하늘
It
부모님의
was the life of our true parents to wipe away and to comfort these Heavenly Parents' tears of pain and sorrow.
우리 참 부모님의 삶이셨던 것입니다.
For this to happen, of course, all mankind must know Heavenly Parent properly and stand in the place of Heavenly Parent's true children. The people who came to this earth for that purpose are true parents, foster parents who came as the only begotten son and only begotten daughter. That is why True Mother is so emphasizing that the truth of this providence must be properly communicated to all mankind as soon as possible. Dear brothers and sisters, I would like to conclude today's sermon by reading from True Mother's memoir, where she clearly states the true meaning of Hyojeong. Let us read page 309, 310 in Mother of Peace.
평화의 어머니 309쪽에서 310쪽에 나오는 내용입니다.
A filial son considers what he can do for his parents and courageously follows through. A filial child has the spirit of serving and is welcomed everywhere. Such a child always fulfills God's hopes. That is why the spirit of Hyojeong is great. It is to serve others and not oneself. When we convey filial devotion to all people and everyone lives for the sake of others and looks after each other, that will be the kingdom of heaven. Haju. Mother said that a person who thinks about what I will do for my parents and who dares to go down that path is a true filial son or daughter, that such filial people are welcomed and will surely achieve their goals wherever they are because they will treat everyone with the spirit of service. She said, that is why the spirit of Hyojeong is great, seeks to serve others and not oneself. When we convey filial devotion to all people, and everyone lives for the sake of others and looks after each other, that will be the kingdom of heaven. This is the true meaning of Hyojeong. Today, all of us should imitate the example of the noble life of filial piety of Hyojeong shown by Hyojinim and Hungjinim, and the great true love of humanity shown by true parents, so that we should always consider and comfort our Heavenly Parent and True Mother, who together with Heavenly Parent is leading the providence on this earth, forgetting about day and night. They showed an exemplary life of filial piety towards true parents, towards Heavenly Parent. The life of Hyojeong that has been lived by our true parents to comfort Heavenly Parent, leading the providence forgetting
낮과 밤을
day and
잊으시면서
night
이 지상 섭리를 이끌어가고 계시는
while we're living on this
참 어머님의
earth.
마음을 헤아리고 위로해 드려야
Let us
하겠고
strive to
내
consider
이웃과
and
이
comfort
세상을 위해
Heavenly Parent,
참 사랑을 실천하는
live a life
진정한
of substantiating
효정의
true
삶을
love,
살아가도록 더욱 분발해 나가도록 합시다. 함께